Hi everybody, it's me, Tommy-Bob. Today, we're here to talk to you about a particular problem that you could have in your house, especially those people who have an old house. You know, with those old doors, when you're closing them, they don't quite close all the way, and they seem to be just like pushing back a little bit. There's like a spring in them, but there's no spring in the door. Well, that's a problem with the hinges, and Brian has got an easy peasy way to fix this problem. We're going to show you this in no time, and we'll fix this door up, and you'll see. We're going to show you a little more detailed look at what this door looks like so you know what to look for. Brian's going to swing the camera around. We'll get back to you here in a second. Now, here's your problem. You're going to close that door, and as you get back to the last inch, it's like it's pulling back on you, like somebody's pulling on the end of that door and pulling it back, and it's just like it's a struggle to get it closed. Now you watch when I just unleash it. That's what I'm talking about. Now, just to make sure that you know what you're looking at, we're going to show you a shot from inside, because you can look for this and you'll know whether this is your particular problem or not. We're going to cut to the inside of the bathroom. So we figured out what the problem is. The problem is this hinge. If you look closely, when you close that door, there's some movement in that hinge. Can you see how that's moving? It's moving out and back and forth from the door jamb. Well, you know what's going to happen? Sure as sure can be. Those screws are going to loosen off in that hinge, and that door jamb is just going to get worse, and it's going to strip those screws. And next thing you know, you're going to be into a bigger problem. It's better to fix it right now. And Brian, he has an easy peasy way to fix this problem. We're going to turn it over to him, and he's going to show you how it's done.
Yes, as Tommy-Bob pointed out, we had the problem with the spring in the door is the hinges. So what we have to do is we have to put shims behind the hinges to take the spring out of the door. And this will be accomplished by something like this, which I have cut out of a piece of plastic. In this case, this was from a dealership. It's a 2007 plastic insert that was in the license plate. It's about 2/32 of an inch thick. I thought that would be a good start. I basically took the hinge, put the hinge on it, took my pencil, went around it, drew the holes, took a pair of scissors, cut it like so. I have a drill, and I took the drill and I drilled out the holes. And you would take something like this and you will have something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut away from here right now with the camera, and I'm going to put the shims behind it, and we'll see how much it's improved. I recommend that you take and put a shim under the door and just put it nice and firm. This way, when we go up here and take the screws out, the door won't sag.
Through this a little bit at a time.
We did mention that there was a problem with the screws, that if over time with the springiness in the door, you're probably going to find that it's damaged the seating of the screws. So we found that the center screw was not doing its job, so we've replaced it with a little longer screw and a little more bulkier screw, so it's going to go deeper into the jamb. Okay, I've moved down to the bottom hinge now, and just real quickly, the shim is still under the door, and this is to hold the door in place while I back off the hinge. Actually done here is we've actually moved the hinge out from the jamb, and what it's done is it's allowed the hinge itself to have a little more room to open and close. Okay, so we have now gone and put the shims under the hinges, and what I will demonstrate now is how the door is working compared to what it was before. So now when you close the door doesn't pull back like it did before. There's still a little bit of tiny spring to it, which most doors should, but it doesn't jump back like this like it did before. Actually, there's very little spring in that door. So there it is there. And having said that, we'll go inside and we'll take a look at those hinges again, and we'll see if the hinges were moving like they were before.
So here we are inside Linda's bathroom. I'm sure she'll be happy that we're filming inside her nice clean bathroom, because she always keeps it sparkling clean. But anyways, here we are. We're going to show you how well we did this job. Now look at that. That hinge is not moving. The only thing that's moving is the things that need to move. So yes, Brian did do his job very well. Good job, Brian. Now let's check the bottom hinge. Make sure that this quality of work is rock solid. Once again, you'll see that hinge is not moving away from that door jamb. So those screws will remain firmly seated in the door jamb, and we won't have a strip out problem and have to change that. Sometimes this problem gets so bad you have to change that whole door jamb. Okay, that was Tommy, Bob, and Brian's easy peasy hinge fix. Anybody can do it. And I just want to tell you quickly before we go, thank you very much. Our last video we put up there on keeping your hubcaps on, 20,000 views and going. Wow, we're so happy about that. Thank you very much. That's why we keep doing this. Check this video out. I'm sitting on a train and the night is flashing by. I'm feeling somewhat scattered, so lonesome I could cry. Thought talking was the answer, and many times I tried. I just couldn't find the words to tell you how I feel inside. And where do we go from here? When on life's tender moments I felt. So I sit here in confusion.